And we're back with the second part of Bantha Fodder Christmas Doctor Who season 2022.
Woohoo! We're celebrating by watching stories from the mid-2000s to the early 2010s.
Yeah, to all of those that didn't comment, because we don't get comments, about the fact that the first part of the Christmas series came out in November. Christmas starts on November 1st, so we were actually late. And this is now December, so that is now forcing me to actually edit the first one in time. Welcome to the Christmas Invasion. We're watching the Christmas Invasion after that fucking bizarre rant that I just went on.
Oh, right. Bless you. You do like to light the fire behind you as you run away from it, don't you?
What do we know about this one? I've watched it tons, obviously. It came out when I was in year 5. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, year 5. Doesn't actually feature the Doctor that much, this one, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, I think that's kind of the antithesis of the last episode, where it was basically all the Doctor and no companions, whereas this is mainly companions, the side characters with no Doctor. I was in year 2, personally. If I remember correctly, this is the first Doctor Who Christmas special.
When I went on, I think it's TARDISpedia, there is apparently a classic Christmas story that I had never heard of until today when I googled Doctor Who Christmas stories. For anyone going, oh, it's actually this one. Yeah, there might actually be that one, but we don't care. This is where it begins.
This is David Tennant's first story after the very abrupt regeneration of Christopher Eccleston at the end of Series 1. Trying to introduce a new Doctor without featuring him all that much is actually quite a difficult task. Judging on how it holds up on this rewatch will be a testament on how well they've managed to
they do it.
Fight that battle uphill, so to speak. Let's go back in time. Get it? Because Doctor Who. Let's go back in time.
I enjoyed that. Ooh, back in time.
Yeah, all we had to worry about was getting up in the morning, opening our presents, and watching Doctor Who. What better way to spend a Christmas day, eh?
Cool, right. Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you. I've been holding the door open.
Okay, yeah, sure, right, I'm here now. Yeah, let's go.
Cool. Did you bring popcorn? Go get the fucking popcorn.
Okay, right. You just start the episode. You start the episode. I'll go get.
Okay, you'll grab the drink. Yeah, cool.
Right. And
okay,
cool.
do
you want mince pies? Do you want mince pies?
Mince pies? Yeah, but I want actual mince, like beef mince pies.
Okay, I'll see if I can find one. I have a.
Okay, cheers.
It's a vegetarian kitchen over here, but yeah, okay, hold on.
Oh, that's controversial. She's got a white tree.
I mean, I wouldn't want a white tree either. I mean, it's a bit.
What? It's snow.
Oh, I want to have Christmas on Earth, not Christmas in fucking Narnia. Okay, like I have small desires. Okay, I have small.
Okay. Oh yeah, I just remembered the context. It was literally Eccleston the last time they saw him.
And also, they just sent her off with the fucking truck. You know, when they like ripped open the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the Doctor. What do you mean that's the Doctor? Doctor Who?
She said it.
They said it.
She said it.
Billy Piper. We both did the exact same voice. There he is. There's the boy.
The boy. That's the boy.
Anything else he's got to?
Oh. Oi, behave.
2 dicks.
Yeah, behave.
I wonder if there's a deleted scene of her just like pulling up the covers slightly to check.
Yeah.
Prime Minister now. I'm 18 quid a week better off.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I'm calling bullshit. A politician would never, ever do that. The aliens I can buy, but that, no.
You'd be better off with the Slovene at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
This is the spirit of Christmas.
Okay, politicians milking Christmas. Okay, that I can buy.
Russell T Davies does this a lot as well, where it's shots of a TV screen, and it actually kind of looks a bit shit, if I'm being critical.
Because like sometimes they do kind of like film the screen, but then they kind of bring it to like normal definition. But here it's just like, yeah, they just put a camera on a screen.
Yeah. They took the drone. The one thing Christmas Carol didn't have that this has is the relatability of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just watching people just chat shit for a bit, you know.
Going around a Christmas market, some music playing, decorations about. Much more relatable.
You can rely on me. I don't go changing my face.
It's true. You're also a dickhead, so fuck you.
Oh, yeah, that's another shame, isn't it? Yeah, so I really like Mickey as a character, but then obviously the actor is an arse, isn't he? So.
Yeah, a wanker. If only the plastic people had just finished him off.
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
I've played enough FPSs to know that a flamethrower would not work from that range. You need to be like 2 centimeters away from them for that to go off.
Imagine if the wind was slightly off and he blew it straight into his face. Oh wait, do we get the iconic Christmas tree scene in a moment?
Yeah.
The difference between Moffat and RTD making common things scary. RTD's like, a tree will just attack them. And Moffat's like, the angels move when you don't look at them.
Look, she replaced the white tree with the green one. Matt, take to the streets. Get the torches and pitchforks.
Here's the thing, though. This is why green trees are worse. They have it out for you. You ready? It's gonna fucking murder them because it's green. And it's like, look at me, bitch. I'm a green tree. Die. That's why you want a white tree. That would never do that to you.
Exactly, because green means go.
Yeah. Green means go, you die now. White means, oh, nice Christmas. What's this fucking tree made of to like shred a chair? It's a fucking get cut up. Jesus Christ, it's such an intense tree. How will we get out of this? We need the Deus Ex Doctor. Jackie seems like she's enjoying those vibrations a bit too much. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you will be with that attitude. Jeez. It's so stupid.
Dumb. Why did the screwdriver blow up the tree?
Is that what the kids mean when they say that they yeeted out of there?
They have in fact yeeted out of there.
They were just pilot fish.
I always thought he said there were a pile of fish, and I was always very confused as to what he meant.
There's one big pile of fish. Yeah.
What do you need? I need to say.
Can you imagine how many takes they must have had to do to get all that out?
There's a Donna episode where they do that joke again, and it's just as good. When he needs something salty, and she's like, "Here's, what's it have this?" He's like, "What is it? Bag of salt? No, that's too salty. The bag of salt's too salty." Okay. The music is still just amazing, though.
Oh yeah, I mean Murray Gold can do no wrong.
I think as well he got better with every new season he did.
Well, when did he stop doing
He
it?
went out with Capaldi. So the only modern Doctor he hasn't done is Jodie.
I take it as shows, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Never off duty.
If only politicians were actually like that, never off duty. Seems like they're actually off duty the majority of the time these days.
I couldn't see Harriet Jones buggering off to do I'm a Celebrity, you know. Like,
Exactly. Even when there's a global pandemic, I can't imagine she'd go have a party.
did the Sycorax ever come back?
I don't believe so. They might have appeared in collage of characters at some point, like in...
Pandorica.
Yeah, they might be somewhere in one of those style things, but I don't think they never came back prominently.
Translating an alien language is going to take time.
How could you possibly in any world actually translate an alien language? You'd have no foundation for what any of the sounds even were.
Unless this is like a Torchwood guy or something, maybe. That's literally the only reason I can think.
Send them a reply.
Yeah, we don't want to leave them on red.
Yeah, don't leave them on red. You might set them. We don't want them to think we're ignoring them.
Sycoraxes do not like to be ghosted.
I love that the smash is in the shape of a Christmas tree.
I just saw that. That's so ridiculous. It's like fucking hole in the wall or something.
You really love him, don't you?
Well, I do now.
Now that he's young and not northern.
Sally, what are you doing?
Sally?
Leave her, you'll hurt her.
You know what I would do in this situation? I'd want someone to literally knock me out and tie me down. Can't be that hard to physically stop them. Just lift them off their feet and then they can't walk. Just their little legs will walk in the air.
If that would just break their legs. That could work, right?
Yeah, just snap their legs. There you go. Solved it. I mean, it's a bit of a... that kid just laughed. A bit harder for her given it's a whole family. I'd love to go on a rooftop just to chill, but it's near impossible. Yet all of these people easily get onto a rooftop.
I know, yeah.
It's the whole world.
They had to pull the world card out, didn't they?
Would it be more effective if Jackie had been affected to add a personal element to it?
Yeah, but apparently they're just very lucky.
Luckily, every main character is not affected.
I put on maps and music and samples. There's wheat seeds and water and blood.
Why in God's name would you put blood onto a satellite that's meant to go out into the universe? Like, logically, why would you do that?
I think it probably would have been a bit more believable if he like cut his hand or someone cut themselves when they were putting stuff in there. So it was like a little sample got left behind. But
Can you imagine if like the aliens were allergic to it and we accidentally wiped out the human race because we were like, hey, you might want some of our blood? And then they got it and they were like, what's this? Let's try it. Drink it. And then they just fucking die.
yeah.
Do you want to know who I'm thinking of in this moment?
Who?
Elton. He had no shoes on when that went off. He struggled to get across his living room when the glass broke. And do you know who else I'm thinking of?
Who?
Donna Noble. She slept through this entire thing.
Do you know who I'm thinking of?
Who?
Alonzo, because he's a real character.
Alonso is not real.
Oh god, the EastEnders opening just got a lot more funky. Oh, I like that continuity, actually. Big Ben is under construction because the Slovene ship crashed through it.
Russell was very good at continuity amongst his stories.
Will the leader of this world stand forward?
Yeah, I'm sure the rest of the world will be so happy with the UK representing the entire planet.
I like to imagine every world leader there just inside their office just took a little step forward all at the same time.
Yeah, they're like, yo, I might just join the rest of the people up on the roof at this point, you know? Like, honestly, I think if anyone was going to represent the Earth, I want it to be like, I don't know, New Zealand or something.
Yes, the New Zealand Prime Minister is who I want to represent me. But slaw. When like the music gets dramatic in Matt Smith, it's because like an epic speech is coming. When it gets dramatic here, it's because they're carrying the doctor slowly out of an apartment.
This whole thing's my responsibility.
True.
Yeah.
I hope you don't fucking die.
To be fair, he's pretty kitted out, this Sycorax leader. Got a fucking light whip, a staff, a fucking sword.
Yeah, he's multi-class to fuck. Not the prettiest looking spaceship, is it?
No.
There's quite a slump in this episode, isn't there?
Oh, no.
No, you shouldn't have gone to get those cucumber sandwiches.
I don't know, I would have taken them. I love a good tuna and cucumber sandwich, I do.
You're a veggie though. You'll never know the delights of a good BLT. You can only have the LT in it.
Yes, lettuce and tomato. Oh god, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Thank God he didn't secure that properly. Otherwise, half of humanity would have been sent into slavery if he hadn't have accidentally dropped that T.
Article 15
Of the Shadow Proclamation.
This just sounds like when you don't revise for an exam, you literally skim through a textbook and you're like, ah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in chapter 5, the Mighty Jackafest. Yes.
It's like trying to prove you're a true Doctor Who fan on Twitter.
I would never dirty my tongue with your primitive bile.
That's English. Can you hear English?
Yeah, that's English. Definitely English.
Wait, I'm gonna add it in. Dun 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 dun. That's what needs to play now.
Yes.
Did you miss me?
We barely even got to know you. But yeah.
How do I look?
Like I could run off with a clone of yours at some point.
I literally do not know who I am. It's all untested. Am I funny?
It's crazy because if you go from Eccleston to this is like eccentric. But if you go from Matt Smith to this is subdued.
Yes. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it all really does depend on where you start and where you transition, I guess.
He still has the element of he starts talking and I can't say anything because I just have to watch.
I just want to do this. What the hell am I doing up here?
I wonder how many people accidentally fell off just from the shock of being there. Just went, oh my god, ah!
Yeah.
Just died.
Those are the scenes they didn't show us.
Oh yeah, we're about to get the moment that like literally sets up his final finale, isn't it?
Or are you just a crana compelled casa salva?
I mean, technically the TARDIS should have translated that. I don't think they wanted to translate big ugly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh god, should we rate this choreography?
Oh, jeez.
How good a sword fight is this actually? We need to get Shadiversary here to do a fight scene autopsy.
Yeah.
What is he swinging at? When did he fall over? I mean, it's better than like Rise of Skywalker fight scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad slow motion. Oh god, that's not.
Oh.
Hey. Who did she take that from? And who let her take that?
I think that's slightly better. That's slightly better choreography, but still not amazing.
I mean, I can still barely tell what's going on with the amount of fucking cuts. That should have gone through his hand when he grabbed it like that.
I swear. Very well then, thanks for that. Cheers, big fella.
I wonder if he landed on anyone as he hit the ground.
And make sure that you tell them this.
It is defended.
Imagine if out of spite they just dropped them like in Russia or something.
Yeah.
Just like, we'll leave, but we're dropping you in the Kremlin. Yeah, I don't think she wanted to do that. At least she's not a screaming, raging, murderous prime minister, you know, like the last three we've had. You can actually hear them screaming in pain as they die. That's so dark.
Well, I guess they have to convey it like that. Obviously set up this little conflict here.
Don't you think she looks tired?
It was actually David Tennant that said he wanted to have Converse because he thought when kids would dress up as him, they'd all be able to find Converse, whereas originally they wanted to have dress shoes. As kids dressing up as the Doctor, they wouldn't be able to afford, but Converse are very common.
And they could probably just borrow them off their dad, couldn't they?
It says go and look outside. I don't know, just go go
Look
outside.
outside.
Look, come on,
There's the
quick.
ash of aliens dropping upon you.
Yes.
Don't catch it in your mouth.
I actually do really like Rose's theme from Doctor Who as well. I think it's a really nice piece of music.
It's like you go looking for trouble.
Trouble's just a bit in between.
I like that idea that we only see it when it goes wrong. There's actually a ton of other stuff they go see in between. It'd be fun to have like some shorts of like where it doesn't go wrong and they just go look at cool stuff.
Fantastic.
There you go, and we've got that Christopher Eccleston callback as well, showing they're still respecting the past. Yay!
Yeah, that was the Christmas invasion from season 106 of Doctor Who.
2 times 0, Matt. 2 times 0.
What did you think, Bob?
I still really enjoy this episode. I mean, for me, this is like the OG Doctor Who Christmas story, you know. This is probably the one I associate the most with watching at Christmas. It has a special place in my heart and in my household, you know. I think it's a great episode. I think that the dread of not having the Doctor around and seeing all of this kind of spin out of control, obviously good to see from an audience perspective, because we're all so accustomed to, as soon as something goes wrong, the Doctor's like, yep, nope, you know that it's probably going to be all right. And even though you know that he's going to come around eventually, it's still good to see how many stages were allowed to go wrong before he made his appearance. Having David Tennant being introduced in that fashion, the actual impression he leaves on us, which I think has been universally positive, that much more impressive. We don't get a whole story just introducing the Doctor. He got basically introduced at the tail end of this episode, managed to make one really good impression, and now we're all just like, okay, yeah, no, I'm on board with this.
It's amazing how he fully establishes his version within like 5 minutes.
I think it's also good here as well, because the hill you have to climb with a lot of the regenerations, you have to get used to a new Doctor and also a whole set of supporting characters, whereas here, like, you already have Rose, Mickey, Jackie, you know, all the people that we like. This Doctor kind of gets to sort of breathe within that space. I like the Sycorax. I like their design. I think it is pretty cool. Really like how they incorporated actually introducing a new alien language because the TARDIS is out of action. That was cool because it sort of put characters in very unique situations a bit we hadn't really seen at that point. I like the idea of blood control, even though them sending a vial is so contrived and just so like, why would you do that? There are so many ways that people can obtain blood rather than you just handing it to them.
Solution for that, just have those pilot fish, just say they got it.
The choreography is a bit we're commenting on the camera work earlier. I think that was basically a necessity to cover up the choreography not being that confident. I doubt at the time they could hire Nick Gillard, who was the stunt coordinator from the prequels, to do all the fights, you know. I had a jolly good time rewatching the Christmas invasion.
All of the contrived silly stuff in this is at least a bit fun. I really enjoyed the tree. I can't say if the tree was good, but I really enjoyed the tree.
So fucking stupid, but it is fun, at least, you know, it is fun.
I still really like it. There's quite a lot of little things that just sort of add up to bring it down a bit for me. From the bit where the tree goes crazy up until the TARDIS is stolen, there's a little bit of a slump there. I feel like you're waiting a little bit to get to the next bit. There's also not much character stuff going on in there either. You're just doing some really slow moves because you kind of need to, but it's not the most exciting thing to watch.
What they might have struggled to tackle with is keeping that amount of time between them arriving and having the Doctor out of act, so that when he comes back, it actually feels like time has passed, you know, rather than it being just a couple of scenes like, oh, okay, he's back. They didn't really know what to fit around that. I mean, I feel like the dread and the tension was pretty good. Like, as soon as like the big thing happens where they will get fucking held hostage, it's sort of like they're just going to stand there for ages.
I wonder if they wrote a 45-minute episode and then the BBC were like, yeah, you're having an hour special, and they went, oh shit. I think the Sycorax are they're not lame, they're cool. There's not much to them beyond mechanically functioning in the story. It'd be cool if there was a bit more three-dimensionality, if they were fleshed out a little bit more. They weren't just the, hey, we're bad, so that you have something to defeat, you know?
I would definitely say they have some menace.
Yeah, they're still very menacing. I just wish there was a bit more depth.
The main thing they wanted to focus on with this, how characters deal with the Doctor's absence. They also cram in a post-regeneration story. For those purposes, they probably did just have the Sycorax be quite one note. For what they're there to do, their function is completely sufficient.
And moving on to the Doctor himself, like, what a shooting from the hip, straight out of the gate performance from Tennant.
He just fucking showed up right away, you know.
Such a, like, comforting feeling when he arrives, finally.
That was the Christmas invasion.
First up, we've seen 2 now. Your ranking of the Christmas episodes we're watching, which is number 1 and which is number 2?
That is really tough. Objectively, I'd probably say the Christmas Carol is probably better. On a personal level, Christmas Invasion I like more.
I'm going to do the exact same. But yeah, I'm going Carol and then Invasion. It'll get interesting when we get to the next ones as to how this ranking list pans out. What's your number ranking?
I'm going to give it a an 8.5.
I'm going to give this a 7.9. There you go. First Doctor Who episode I've not rated a 10.
And the first Doctor Who episode I've rated higher than you as well.
We don't know which ones are next. We are discussing that as we go.
We're discussing that in the Bantha Fodder boardroom as we speak.
Thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more Doctor Who Christmas stuff and stuff about Jedi that Bob's working on, and then also our pre-MCU stuff that is coming at some point soon. We were Bantha Fodder. This was the Christmas invasion.
Bye!